But then in that podcast with Lou Williams, he's like, yeah, nobody, what was like, he was dogging on Sacramento.
Yeah, he's like, cities matter. You're not going to like pull people in from whatchamacallit.
Exactly. And, you know, I think people, you know, disrespect Sacramento. I think people have good points about how people come to Sacramento and stay here and, you know, they raise their families here. And I think that maybe that's like an important part, and we were talking about this before the podcast, like why they should trade for him now. I don't think he's a free agent next year. I think he has a player option, which will probably decline because he's going to make a lot of money. But like, wouldn't you rather bring him over to Sac this season, get him, you know, show him the fans, show him the culture we're building. You know, it's better having him here now and showing him what Sacramento is and the team, rather than try to get him in a bidding war in free agency. Because that's, you know, that's when the LAs win. That's when the Miamis win.
Yeah. I mean, Lou Williams, it was interesting. He was totally ignoring what Shams was saying, because Shams was just saying that the Kings have the ability to trade for guys, and he went to free agency. But that just totally underlined the fact that, like, the Kings have built their success mostly off of trades. I mean, they obviously drafted Fox, you know, and they drafted Murray too, but they traded for Sabonis. They
traded for Weber.
Yeah, I mean, like, think about all that. I mean, that's
traded for Richmond.
That's the nature of the Kings. They traded for Bibby.
Traded for Bibby.
You know, like, that's just the way the Kings have to
traded
build.
For Rudy Gay.
Yeah, traded for Harrison Barnes.
Traded for Barnes. I mean, yeah, I mean, we can say it. I mean, whether it's a dig or not, I mean, it's not a lot of big free agent names. It's traded for Kevin Huerter.
Yeah.
But it was just like, I mean, they signed Malik Monk as a good pickup. But I mean, over the last, you know, 20 years, like who you signed Vlade? And that was over 20 years ago now.
The only people they sign are people they have to overpay, like Dwayne Dedman.
Yeah. Or guys who don't want it or aren't welcome anywhere on the league.
Yeah. Or they just want that stopgap year.
Yeah.
Like that, yeah. So it's like almost... Like, I didn't actually find much wrong with Lou Williams' statement, other than the fact that it didn't really have to do with what Shams was saying. But it's a good point. I mean, like, it just underlines the fact that that's how the Kings have to build. That's how they've always built success, when they have built success. So, that raises the point. It's like, if you're going to get Anunoby, you got to trade for him in January or February, because you're not going to get him during the summer. Yeah, and it is... And OG's that guy. I mean, he's the guy who's going to fit in with his team perfectly. And that's such an important point, because it's not just like, that would be a big acquisition, but it's not like a big acquisition in the way of like someone getting Levine. Like, you're getting a guy that's literally coming in. He's got the tools to help anybody, but specifically the Sacramento team. Be a role player on offense. Let as Katie Christensen rightly calls it all the time, the equal opportunity offense produce shots for you. He's not going to lose offensive production probably. It's probably going to be about the same. He's going to be efficient. And he's going to be the best defender on the team.
Yeah.
On a team that's ascending defensively, at least for now. But that would just be insane.